All right, so now we have a simple application where we can navigate between a list of courses. And when we select that course, we navigate to an editor that shows information about that particular editor, right? And the editor is going to allow us to do all sorts of things about adding content for that course, such as perhaps modules in that course, lessons and topics and widgets for that particular course. All right, so let's look at being able to perhaps add new courses. So let's see, here we have in the course list that it's being rendered by the whiteboard. The whiteboard is rendering either a course list or a course grid, right, depending on the linking of these two. And then the course list decides to either, depending on the path, whether it's a list or a grid, to display a course list component or a course grid component. All right, so let's see how we can add a form that we can fill out and edit the or add a new course. So let's see, in the whiteboard, in the course list here, right, where we decide to render either a course list or course grid, we'll add above it perhaps a form. Right, so that's here an input. Let's see how that renders. There it is. There's a, and perhaps down underneath we could put a button and say maybe create a course. It doesn't look pretty, but it'll do. And so what we can do here is that the input field will be used for providing the name of a new course. Right? So perhaps we can hold the state of the course that we are building. Right? It'll have maybe a title that for now will be empty. Or we can have maybe a default name, new course. And we'll display here the value of this new course, so this dot state dot course dot title. There it is. So we have the new course. And as we edit the name of the course, we're going to keep track of that, so that when we click on the button, we can add the new course. Okay. Let's see. We can on change, right, as a value of this changes. We're going to call a function. And we'll say this dot new course changed. Right. The function doesn't exist. Let's implement it here. Say new course changed. Okay, so we'll just make sure that we are calling this. Okay. Let's see if we change it. Notice that it is printing course changed. All right, so that seems like it's working. Now, as part of the when we call this new course change, an event is passed in here. So we can say event, and we can print out the event. See what it looks like. Every time it changes, an event is passed in. We can take a look at the event. One of the things I would like to look at here is the target, which is bound to the element that generated the event. Right? So we say event that target. If we change it, notice that it's bound to the input field that is generating that event. And we can look at the value of that element. So if we type, notice that is the key that is generated, the key that I typed, right? It's passed in. Okay. So what we're going to do here is that as we have the event here, we're going to update the title of the course. We're going to say update the state of that variable. We're going to say this dot set state of the new course, or just course. We'll change the title to be the event.target.value. Okay. All right, so there we go. So we can edit it and we can display it. Just to verify that we are displaying it, we can say this.state.course.title. See, make sure that that is changing, and just print and notice that it's displayed right here in front of it. So as we type, notice that it is indeed changing, and we're displaying it inline to make sure that the value is changing. All right, excellent. So we don't really need that. Okay, so once we have that, what we'd like to be able to do is perhaps click on Create button and add the new course to the array. We'll do that next.